who feel that everybody could, if pressured enough, become and have a psychotic episode like this. And there are others who feel that only those who have a tendency to easy disorganization of the brain by their metabolism, that only they can get the psychotic trips. Because certainly when we analyze the underlying strife or conflicts that go on in a schizophrenic when they have recovered enough, that we find not too different a set of circumstances than what we find in the neurotic.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
To save the patient from what would otherwise be a severe neurotic the patient that you saw me walking with demonstrates on the 8th day after admission the continuing presence of a catatonic panic.
All right, is this Wednesday? Yeah, this is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday night. We're back and we got Chasing Supernovas with us. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you guys?
We are absolutely all right. Fantastic. So the first person I'm going to pick on tonight is I'm going to let CB kick this off tonight. So you go ahead.
All right. So in the music industry, what is the hardest thing you've had to learn so far?
In the music industry, oh, I don't know. I'd have to say it's make sure that you're man. You got to watch out who becomes your friend first. That's for sure. You know,
right.
We've been fortunate enough that we've made some amazing friends along this journey with us. And we keep making new friends as we go, but you got to watch out for the ones that are almost too uber nice because they usually want something out of you or from you. So I'd say that's the biggest one.
That's one of the worst ones.
That's
a bad lesson to learn because I have learned that multiple times over and over.
Yeah, man, this is like hard copy. You guys started out with the heavy shit already. Damn.
You never know what to expect from us.
That's true. It's true. But no, that's like I said, what I have noticed is there's a lot of really, really good people in here. In fact, one of the people that's helped us out the most throughout our entire journey is a part of your guys' intro music. Decay, Neely Johns. That dude is my boy, dude. He is my boy. He's helped us out so much. In fact,
he's actually in one of our music videos.
He is, yeah. Actually, we redid Razorblade Crosswalk. We did 2.0. We released that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Through someone anyway. No, it's 3 because it's 23.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're losing. But anyway, so we had all of our friends, like all of our like best friends, film a part of themselves, like singing along with our song, and we all threw it into the video. He went way above and beyond. He was standing on top of a toilet playing a guitar. He's smoking a J. It was awesome,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
So,
I,
but yeah, no,
I love
Neely's
the Boys of Decay.
what's that?
I love the Boys of Decay. I'm their manager. So
No kidding.
yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
I build those boys
No.
every day. I love Dan and Neely and all of them. So yeah.
Neely is such a badass dude. He actually along the journey, like I've taken up the helm behind the board to give life to the Supernova songs, and somewhere along the way, I pat like me and Neely became like really good friends, and out of nowhere, he's like, "Hey, you're like almost there with your mixes. I want to help you get all the way there." And he's been a big mentor for me for a lot of it. Um, and then randomly, like, you ever want to get like a meme or like a funny reel or something, he's always there in clutch to get you laughing again. So he's props to him.
Excellent. All right, Meg, you're up.
So, how did Chasing Supernovas? How did y'all all get together and begin Chasing Supernovas?
You want this one, or do you want me to take this one?
Can you guys hear?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
So, I worked at Guitar Center.
In a long time ago.
Well, now it's cutting out a little bit.
Oh,
it was fine to start, but now it's a little bit quieter. We can hear you fine. Maybe she just needs to get a little bit closer to the mic.
AirPods.
Oh, yeah, they're cutting in and out.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Lindsay worked at Guitar Center a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It was actually Lincoln, Nebraska. And I went in from us. It's not that far. But no, I went in to sell guitars. I had 8 guitars that I was trying to get rid of, and I brought them in. And there's this cute little blonde in there. And next thing you know, not only am I selling guitars, I'm also buying a guitar from her. And then it started off as a friendship. We moved on to different parts of Nebraska. She stayed in Lincoln. I moved all over and eventually found her again. And she's like, "Hey, I need a guitarist. I have this. I want to start this band." And I had just gotten done with my old band, which was the Raging Derelicts, and I wasn't ready to start a new band. I wasn't ready to jump into a new band. And finally, she talked me into it, and we started Dear Frida. And Dear Frida was this it's kind of like the prototype to Chasing Supernovas. A lot of the heavy stuff with a lot of the melodic stuff, and we started gaining some traction. We got to a point where we were running into a lot of troubles with like internally and externally, and we ended up where started at the time that had occurred. We had found ourselves starting to write in a different way, and it was producing like a different sound, like still heavy but really melodic. And we're starting to incorporate a lot of different elements like pop and techno and country and all this stuff, and it's starting to flow into all this, and it's sounding completely different than Dear Frida. We got to a point where the band just wasn't really functioning as well anymore, and we decided to take a leap and start this one. It was just me and her. All we had was 10 songs and all that. Consequently, Matt from Massive Media hit us up while we were shit posting a shit ton trying to advertise our album on TikTok.
Been watching you. Like, what?
Yeah, like basically stalking us is what it was. But no, he found us on TikTok from all, like, I was doing a ton of different TikToks every day, just like taking old movie lines and like fail memes and all that stuff, and then posting our music like kind of afterwards. And Matt got a hold of us, and he's like, this has gotta go some way somehow. And from there, we kind of started building traction, got a live show going out of it. We got in 2 additional band members. We started hitting it really hard, and then come 2023 ish, I ran into a little bit of legal issues with through divorce, and we had to
Oh,
take a
that'll happen.
sabbatical. Come
Wow.
2024, we go to release the new album and kind of hit the stage again for the first time in April of 2024, and then fall hit, and we started hitting it even harder, and so here we are.
I had went through some medical
Oh yeah,
issues at the same time, and so the sabbatical was kind of much needed. And
she had an alien in her back.
I hate when that happens. Damn aliens.
Fair enough. Fair
now
enough.
we're hitting it hard and ready to go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, at what point, both of you, did you decide that you want to be musicians? And most importantly, what got you into metal and hard rock?
I'm letting you go first on that one.
If they can hear me.
They can hear you. Can you?
Well, it's cutting in and out.
It's in and out.
We might have
I was going to say, I just need to get real close.
That's out.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
It's working.
Okay. So if I whisper in his ear, then you can
Yeah.
hear me.
Do it.
So the first time I was ever
All
on
right.
stage, I was 4 years old. And it was a festival back home in Indiana. And I grabbed the mic from an MC and started screaming, "You could love a Band-Aid." And my dad always said from then on, I always wanted to do music. And so I learned how to play the guitar and always sang. I was in choir and gospel. I was raised in the church, and so I was always in all the church stuffs. And in fact, it was really funny because my introduction to metal was actually a Christian metal band called Bride. My youth pastor introduced me to it. And so from then I started, listening to Metallica and Pantera and all the stuff that I wasn't supposed to listen to.
The devil's music.
Yeah, the devil's music. And then when my parents got divorced, I started swinging into like Papa Roach and Godsmack and all the things that like make your parents angry. And it's just been a passion ever since. But I digged like Evanescence growing up as well, and Gwen Stefani, and started thinking like, how can I mix the two? Because I love them both. I love the melodic, I love the harmonies. I grew up listening to the harmonies in gospel music, and I'm like, but what if we did the chugga chugga with the guitar and the pretty, angel music as well? And so I've always been absolutely. And one thing that Kyle failed to mention was the song that he was playing at Guitar Center that made me like drop my jaw was, do you remember?
No.
It was Just Barely Breathing.
No.
By Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, you know Killswitch Engage? And he's like, yeah, was that you singing? And I was like, yeah, was that you playing? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, join my band. And he's like, I live clear across the state. And I'm like, so what? People do it all the time. And then I finally wore him down.
She's stuck.
After years and years and years.
All right, well, sometimes it takes that long. That's all right. That's all right.
Now I get to make the music that I like to listen to.
Yeah. So I've been a show off all my life. I'm not gonna lie about it. My parents, my mom was really good about like setting us up with like music. We had MTV on satellite, like one of those big ass NASA satellite dishes out in the middle of Nebraska, and I got to see like Poison, Rat, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi. Used to watch all the videos, and I used to love like singing along with all of it. Like I was a singer before I actually learned how to play guitar, and then about 10 or 11 years old, me and my buddy Nate from grade school, we were talking about how much we hated the Moffats. It was just like They did this song called "The Watermelon Crawl." I can remember how much I absolutely detested it, and we're like, "Yeah, we can do better than that." And we're just younger than them and all this shit. And he wanted me to learn guitar, and he was gonna sing, and then he defected, and I just kept going with it. So from 10 on, I learned how to play guitar. I heard the opening notes of Enter Sandman shortly after that, and my whole life changed, and I also had to change my drawers.
Appropriate
But
response.
from then on, I grew this love for Metallica, and then it just kept getting heavier and heavier. Went to Pantera, Slayer, got real big into like all that, but also I love pop punk. That's got a big part in my soul. I also love like Madonna and Billy Joel and Michael Jackson and all that shit.
Oh
So
yeah.
a very, very well rounded. But as far as like metal's concerned, God, you got to go with the godfathers of all of it right there. So
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, CB, you're up, bro.
So if you guys could create a gag item to be sold at your booth, it could be an inside joke. It could be something that you and the fans have this running joke with. What would that be?
edible underwear with an extendable front.
Okay.
It's very specific.
The logo just keeps getting bigger and bigger as you pump it.
Okay.
Oh.
The pumps included? Wow.
Pumps included.
No, separately.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sold separately. You can get like the regular and the deluxe. The deluxe comes with like a motor to it.
I just like
I
how
would
quickly
say-
this came out.
Do you get
I would
the battery,
say-
quick
batteries
response.
included too, or is that sold separately?
No, you gotta buy the batteries separately. We'll supply all of it. You just gotta purchase all three at different times.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Fair enough.
Pez dispenser, but the Pez pellets are little poops.
Okay.
You know, you're onto something there. That would actually sell really well.
I think
Kind
it
of-
would too.
That really would.
The Shark Tank when you need it.
Yes. Put that
Anything
shit on
with kids
TikTok
is
shop
fine.
ASAP.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's our $1 million.
I know. Now we gotta go make this shit. Now we gotta go make
Better
it.
hurry up
You
and
could,
throw that
literally
patent on
put,
there.
you could put your logo with a topless chick on it, and I guarantee you it would sell out in one damn show.
1000%.
Not wrong.
Oh,
I'd buy that.
I like that poop Pez dispenser though. That's
I
genius.
also like the
Damn it, Christmas. All right, we're coming up all content. All right, this is getting real tonight. All right, man, you're up.
All right, let's take it a little bit silly further. What is a conspiracy theory that you low key believe?
aliens.
Oh yeah, you had one in your back, so you would.
Yeah. We have gigantic conversations about this. Like sometimes it'll keep us up at night.
Yeah. I aliens, and then also too, low key the ice wall around the U.S. or the
Yes.
around the world. Yeah, the firmament or whatever the hell it is.
The
Like, now I'm gonna
firmament.
sound like a real. Now I'm gonna sound like a real conspiracy theorist on it. It's real.
Where's our
That's fucking
tinfoil?
real.
Where is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth all the way.
Oh, don't start your shit tonight. Don't start your fucking shit tonight. You just shut your whore mouth right now. I'm already. Here we go. Fuck my life. All right. So if you guys could dig up any dead musician and spend 24 hours with them learning everything that they know about the music industry, who would you dig up?
Ooh.
Burn your ear because your AirPod's in there.
What? Which one? Just say it.
I was gonna say Dimebag. What do you
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Dimebag Daryl.
Dimebag Daryl.
Like it just be straight up like the dude was the best human being possible. I'd want to learn a few riffs or a few little things here and there, but really, I just want to hang and like hear him talk and like give him some Crown Royal.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
I
That was
know.
easy. Next question. No.
All right, CB, you're up.
All right. So, are you guys daytime people or nighttime people? What's
We're
your best
both.
schedule? You're both.
Both.
Both. We're day walkers and night walkers.
Okay.
We're never ever sleep people.
Yeah, rarely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess when is the best time for you guys to do music?
Ooh,
Yes.
between 9
Yes.
between 9 p.m.
3 a.m.
Studio time is anywhere between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's where I got the juice for it. Live, friggin' give us a stage.
Yeah.
I think
Anytime. Yeah.
that 2
Yep.
a.m. to
I'm
3 a.m. That's a great time for the aliens to start coming around. You know.
Right, exactly. Now keep this in mind though too. I'm over 40, so I'm gonna need some Ensure supplements. I'm gonna make sure there's prune juice and some Lawrence Welk, dude.
There we
Oh,
We
go.
got our electrolytes right
Yeah.
here.
Agreed.
I'm not saying that I'm always awake in the studio
Yeah.
because I have a special chair with a blanket and ottoman, but we have great ideas in here.
I can't do it. I'm 6 a.m. in the morning in the studio.
Yeah.
If it's writing, if I'm writing new material, it's like 6, 7 a.m. And
Ooh, for me, if I'm writing, it's usually around like 7 at night. I'll just get something to pop in my head and I'll start writing it down. And then and sometimes I come in here, but sometimes you're already in here. And then I'm like working upstairs or jotting down my ideas and then I'll bring it to you. And then sometimes we're just like, okay, let's sit down. We're going to focus on this right now. But we have the album going right now. So it's like, okay, that has to wait. Tell me what you think about this mix. And then I'll forget what I wrote for like 4 months. And then I'm like,
Oh, no.
hey, remember when I started that song that one time?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay. Which of your songs, this is the question kind of for each of y'all, which of your songs is like the most personal for you? Ooh. Ooh. I know we gotta think about it.
For me, it's Dead. I wrote Dead years before my divorce. And we released it at the time that I was going through my divorce. And it's I feel rebirthed. After like post divorce, I feel rebirthed. And a lot of the song to me caters to it's walking around on autopilot, doing what you have to do, even though you're dead inside. You know, I'm living dead. You're doing what you have to do. I have kids that I love incredibly much. My ex-husband was a good man and he's a great father. He just was not the spouse for me. And so, you know, you're still cooking, you're still cleaning, you're still doing all the things and just walking around just zombified. And that's, to me, that's what that's. And now the song could be anything to anyone. And that's the thing is it literally could mean so many different things to so many different people. But for me personally, I was a shell of a person. And by expressing that, it helped me get out of it.
Awesome. All right. Next.
I want to say either Razor Blade Crosswalk or Dead. Just because Razor Blade Crosswalk for me, that was a song I wrote the lyrics and the music to it, like, God, this is now 20 years ago. And it's just a song that's followed along and like grown and evolved and finally, like the last time that we recorded it, it was a
It was it.
that was the sauce right there. It's just I'll be honest with you, when I wrote it, I was just trying to, like, I had watched Chris Cornell do an interview on Black Hole Sun. They're like, these lyrics are so deep. Like, what does the song mean? He's like, shit, I was just trying to be a poet, dude. And when I heard him say that, I was like, you don't have to really have a meaning. You just like write whatever the hell you want. Like, hell yeah, dude. So when I wrote it, like, the riff and like all the elements that make it heavy, like for me was that, and I wanted to have lyrics that kind of like match that, but I didn't want to put in something that like meant only something to me. I wanted it to be like just across the board, whoever wanted to get whatever feeling from it, like that's it. It could be about macaroni and cheese, and I like if somebody told me that, they're like, dude, is that song about pepperoni pizza and having diarrhea? I'd be like, yes, you got it right there.
Wow.
It's
It's so
whatever
connected.
interpretation that you want, and like I kind of get like I get a little bit of fun out of watching everybody just kind of figure out what it means to them and hearing everything like that. So that's that.
Pepperoni pizza
Awesome.
Hershey squirts. Name of our new song.
Next album title right there. Next album title.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, so, what is the worst food that you've ever had to endure at a venue?
Pepperoni. No,
Ooh, at a venue?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Which I can't think of it. Most places we would go have bomb food.
I know. I take that back. Well, it wasn't really food. Is this? I hope this counts, but it wasn't necessarily food. But we were playing a show in Lincoln, and they were doing a mystery shot. And
Oh my god!
nobody told me it was Malort, but I was told to take the mystery
no.
shot, and I was dared that if I made a face, what was it like? I can't remember.
You'd have to take like another shot. But the thing about it is, I'm the one that spun the wheel, and it went on Malort, and he had to drink it.
Yeah.
That was
I
you're
did
that was
it stone face though. I did it stone face
Nice.
so good. He didn't gag until later.
Yeah, it was like you catch that second breath, it moving past your teeth.
So that's how I feel about Jaeger. Ugh.
Oh
I
yeah.
can knock back some Jaeger. I used to be able to. I don't know if I could now.
I used to. I absolutely used to love it. And then, you have that one night where you accidentally take too much Jaeger.
Oh yeah.
And now like it's either on the ground, in your car, one of the two, and you just never want to have it ever again.
Yep.
You fall off a bar table at Warsaw, Indiana, dancing to Baby Got Back.
This sounds awfully
that sounds
personal.
like it.
I have no idea what you're
Like it
talking
really
about.
happened.
Trust me, mine was at the Jägermeister music tour in Atlanta. Oh yeah, it was bad. Well, first off, I didn't like Jaeger to begin with. I never did, because I
Black
don't.
licorice.
I love black licorice.
I hate black licorice. Hate it.
It's
So
a great
they
thing.
had the Jaeger girls walking around, and this is specific one. It was Slipknot, Killswitch Engage, and Shadows Fall.
What?
It was
Wow.
and Slipknot was very like new-ish. I think this was right at the end of the first album and going into Iowa.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even know who
That's
the fuck
early
Slipknot was. I had no idea who Slipknot was. I only knew who Shadows Fall and Killswitch was. So
There we
Fuck
go.
It's upside down.
Oh,
I've got a
sick.
Slipknot tattoo too, so I'm right there with you. Actually, I got a couple.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and it was Killswitch was first, and then it was Shadows Fall, and everybody was like, kind of, they were making a big to do for Slipknot, and so all the Jägermeister girls were walking around handing out, like, just pouring Jaeger down people's throats.
Ugh.
Oh my
I'm just
gosh.
like, no. And she was like, "You like Jaeger?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
What if I made you a drink? And I was just like, okay, I'll try it. So she goes and she brings me back this drink, and I'm like, how much I owe you? She's like, free. I'm like, okay. Well, she mixed Jaeger with root beer, and root beer kills the
It
burn,
cancels it.
everything. Cannot taste it. You have no idea it's there. So I start hammering these root beers because I do like root beer. Well, you forget that there's fucking liquor in it.
Jaeger. Yeah.
So I'm just like hammering these things just back to back to back to back. I only remember like the first 5 songs. I vaguely remember walking out, and then I remember face planting in the middle of the fucking like parking lot, and I just
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit. That's the unholy no-no, bro.
I
It's the
could
unholy
literally
no.
everything I ate and drank for 3 days straight tasted
Tastes like
no.
Jaeger.
And
Mhm.
I could never do it again. I still can't to this
No.
day. I cannot fucking do
Not
it.
after baby got back. I think my dad is actually watching this, by the way. I'm so sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Phil.
Also, I think my kids might be watching.
Oh,
They're
your
older.
kids are-
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
Somebody
your
said,
kids are
like,
in
that's
here.
my mom. Yeah.
Yeah, your kids are in here. Which I think is fucking fantastic, but you know, hey.
I love it.
Oh yeah. The thing about it is like there's no secrets. Like what's the point, honestly,
Exactly.
of keeping secrets from your kids? They're gonna find out eventually. And our kids support our music journey and they know that they're gonna hear stories if they watch us on podcasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes I just tell my kids stories just so I can get it over with.
Oh my gosh. And they're like, did you know that? And I'm like, I did know that. And they're like, I didn't know that. And I'm like, I know.
Like, there they are.
There's
Yep.
a reason.
Yeah.
I know the worst food I ever had. It
Okay.
was awful. It was in Cleveland, Ohio. And
jeez.
everybody starts telling me, they're like, you got to get a hot dog with Skyline chili. I'm like, what the
Yup.
fuck?
I knew that was coming.
Dude, I took one bite and I was like, huh, and I was like, yeah, because like I can't. Why the fuck do you make chili sweet? That is fucking
Oh.
disgusting.
Why are they putting chili on spaghetti?
No, okay,
Hey,
there's
no,
a reason
that's
for
good.
that because that's actually
That's
good. But you have to temper the sweetness, and people don't understand that. So there
Ugh.
are good places to have Skyline chili, and there are awful places to have Skyline chili.
Me and him have this because he likes sweet meat and shit like that. I do not. I do not like sweet meat.
I wouldn't have it on my hot dog.
I don't
Not
like
the sweet.
anything. Like I'm like straight up like I'm like Texas barbecue, like the spicy kind of. That's
Well,
my.
hey, Texas barbecue's got sweetness to it.
It does.
I
As
don't
a
like
Texas girl, let me tell you.
I don't like sweet at all. Like I just like straight up like Kansas City style type barbecue. Like that's what I like. I don't want my barbecue sweet.
Yeah.
And
Fair enough.
they brought out these damn chili dogs that had like the Skyline chili on it, and I almost like immediately projectile vomited. I was
No.
nope.
No Skyline chili for my corn dogs or chili dogs. If I'm gonna, I want Coney Island dogs.
Right.
Like if I'm gonna have a chili dog, I want it like that.
yeah, like
What
chili.
venue was that at?
Oh God, where was it? I'm
Because
trying.
we're getting ready to play
Yeah,
out
we
there.
don't play out
We're
there.
gonna play out there in August. Where
I know
was
the
this?
venue. The venue isn't. I don't think the venue's even open anymore because this was.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, this was
You're
probably.
safe.
God,
Much
this
safe
was-
from Skyline chili dogs.
Yeah.
Well, I was in when this happened. I think I was in my early 20s, and I'm almost 43. So it's
Okay.
Was-
It's long
well,
gone by then.
yeah, well over 20 years ago. But it was bad enough that I never, ever forgot it. I still remember what that shit tasted like to this day.
If it's still open, they've gotten enough bad Yelp reviews. They've changed their chili.
Will projectile vomit
Also.
upon entry.
Hell no. Well, it was kind of funny because the girl that brought it to me, she's like, "Are you from the South?" I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "That's why." She goes, "Almost every Southern person that tries this shit, they get sick or they can't
Oh,
bad." She
it's
goes,
it's because it's sweet tea, but not sweet like
Yeah.
Italian
Sweet tea, but not sweet
Raw.
meat.
or sweet tomatoes. Sorry.
no, like I can't even deal with like, don't you dare put sugar in spaghetti sauce. Don't you
Yeah,
fucking
no.
Hell, that is
No.
fucking
No.
gross. That is fucking gross. I was
Yeah,
sitting
I
there
don't
watching
care if
that.
it's a fruit. I want it savory.
No, hell no, you better not, because I have
Good
seen
spaghetti sauce.
so many people like sitting there making spaghetti sauce and they're like a cup of sugar. I'm like, no.
No. See, now here's what I'll do if I'm cooking like the cheap tin can tomato sauce. It's a cheap
Yeah.
spaghetti night. you throw in like a tablespoon or two of sugar because it cuts that tin flavor. But you can't taste the sweetness. It's just meant to cut out that tin
Cut it
flavor.
off.
And in chili, if you do that for chili, instead of adding sugar, you can actually add cinnamon, and it cuts the tin flavor, and then it's not sweet at all.
There you go. That's one way to do it.
Well, they should fucking listen to you because it was god awful.
It brings that depth of flavor.
And it was like they brought me this hot dog, and it had like relish and cheese and everything, and then that just made it even 10 times worse because I was like, it's like pickle taste and sweet and chill.
Now I like a good sweet relish on a hot dog. I like sweet relish. But
I just like regular ass relish. No sweet stuff.
Just dill.
I've never had ass relish, but
I don't want I don't like the bread and butter shit. I don't want that shit's nasty.
Ew, bread and butter pickles.
No.
I like them.
Loves that shit though, and I'm like, you are fucking gross. You're fucking gross.
That's the shit that divides the nation right there. Is do you like bread and butter pickles, or are you a really like cool person? Yeah.
Just give me regular dill pickles. I love dill pickles. Just regular ass fucking dill pickle.
Thank you. Give me a Vlasic, man.
Yes. Fucking gross. All right,
okay.
So, what is your guys' favorite horror film?
Trick or Treat. He doesn't watch horror films. I do like horror films. I just won't watch any horror films that have anything to do with a baby doll. If it's got a baby doll, I'm gonna nope right out of there. But Trick or Treat is my favorite Halloween movie, actually.
I have a tattoo of Sam on my leg.
Aww, I love that.
I actually do have a favorite horror movie, and it is Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Yes,
that one takes so much ass.
But
I love that one too.
So much gore.
There's so many people that hate that movie. I'm like, how can you hate
it?
How can you hate that?
Uncultured swine. That's why.
Exactly. We don't want to be their friend.
Yeah, no. We will instantly shun the non-believers.
We like humor with our horror.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh God, here we go, Charlie the Unicorn.
We actually have.
Like, yeah, what?
We're on the bridge, Charlie. We have
a Charlie.
It's a leopard on Charlie.
This is how you know when you're old that you know what Charlie.
Yeah, that you know that shit is.
You are old.
What about llamas with hats?
Yes.
What's that? Llamas? Oh yes.
Llamas with hats.
Fucking salad fingers. Any of that shit.
Kills people.
My God. All right, Meg.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm lost in the nostalgia right now. This is so great. All right, what's a crowd moment that y'all will never forget?
A crowd moment.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Live on stage and something just happens, either good or bad, and you're just like, wow.
Oh, they're already laughing.
Do you want the bad one first or the good one?
Yes. Give us the bad one first.
1867.
That
was that No Resolve?
Was it No Resolve
or Archers?
I think it was No Resolve the first time we played with them.
Because it was No Resolve and Versus Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we were opening up. This is a long time ago as Dear Frida, and I remember we were up on stage, and our sound guy did not sound too confident. In fact, we're the opening band, and he's like, "Just go up there. I'll mix you on the fly." And so we're believing him. As I think it was the headliner I think it was No Resolve. They took forever to get sound checked, like they were having tech issues or something like that.
We got like a 5-minute sound check that turned into a 0-minute sound check.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
poor Ethan.
We kind of got to know everybody personally down there, but the regular sound guy that normally was there had to take a night off, and we're up on stage. We're in the middle of the first song. I can't hear shit. We're missing cues on everything. Like I'm not able to hit anything.
I'm
And
still singing at the top of my lungs.
and
Like, they can't hear me.
I'm usually pretty level headed, but like I can't like I don't know where anything's at. I can't hear my own amp and everything like that. I literally left the stage, guitars in hand. I took off my guitar, found the sound guy in the middle of the fucking crowd trying to like mix on the fly. And I'm like, get your fucking shit together, like just right
Oh
up
my
in his
God.
face.
The thing about it is, right before he says, "What the fuck, bro? Get your fucking shit together," everything quiets.
Yeah, just
And
dies.
so you can only
Everybody
hear
can hear
Kyle
me.
above everything else
And-
yell at this poor sound guy.
I'm 6'2". I'm the size of a NFL linebacker, and this dude was so small, and you could just see him like cower for like, oh fuck.
He peed himself.
You were lucky he was wearing his brown pants and that.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like I don't normally get like all riled up about that, but we're in the middle of a show trying to keep it professional, and I can't hear shit, and we're like trying to talk. I think it sucks big time when people are like talking to the sound guy over like the PA and everybody can hear it. And so like we're like, we need more of this, we need more of this. He's not giving it to us. I'm like, fuck this, dude. Like we're not getting paid for this. I'm gonna make sure that everybody can at least hear us.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was the bad one.
He's one of our favorite people now.
Yeah.
Good.
After that, he's like, I'm so
He did get his shit together. So you know, it's
one of the best sound guys that we get to have now.
Awesome.
Best moment.
I would say, as far as crowd moment, I would say Kingdom Collapse at the Grove.
Oh yeah.
With, Chloe dancing.
Yep.
So at the time, our guitar player had brought his daughter to, he's single dad, didn't have any babysitter or anything, brought his daughter. She was probably 3 or 4 at the time. And we knew the other opening band. So we all just kind of took turns watching her. And when we were up on stage, there was this little mosh pit going, but it wasn't, it was just like a little circle pit, but it was literally just her dancing in circles.
Aww.
And everybody like guarded around her and like trying to keep everybody away from her. She's just got her big headphones on and she's just dancing to us playing. And then afterwards, she's like, I'm so proud of you guys. That one was super. That was super awesome. And then Kingdom Collapse like gathered with us afterwards, and we got some merch and
Oh yeah, we got
like,
to hang out with them. Pretty cool. Like they were cool dudes.
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
really cool.
Excellent. So, if you guys, money wasn't an object, and no bands could say no, you're going to go on a tour and take 3 bands of your choice. Doesn't matter how big or how small the bands are. Who are you taking with you on this tour?
We can take 3 bands.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Murray,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Beartooth.
And Hardy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Man, money's not an issue. I'm hiring Metallica for my fucking birthday.
Nobody will be able to afford to go to our show.
I'm paying for Metallica. Everybody's gonna go to our show at that point.
Money's not an issue. He'll do it's a free show.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a free show?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm bringing
Money's not a problem.
I'd bring Metallica. If money's not an issue, so that means I can reanimate the dead. So I'm gonna reunite Black Sabbath.
Yeah. Yeah.
The opener would be Spirit Box.
Oh,
Yeah. I love
Spirit Box.
Box. Yeah.
Courtney LaPlante.
That
yes.
or Korn. Oh,
No.
Korn. I love Korn.
I love Korn. They were not super great live.
Bullshit. They're fucking
Bullshit.
amazing.
I bawled my eyes out at Spirit Box. I didn't at Korn. They were all right.
They're all right. Well, me and Hurst,
Ooh, Gojira would be a really good one too, though.
Ooh, yes.
they are very good. Actually, the first time I seen them, I didn't know who they were. And we were at Welcome to Rockville, and I had been in a really bad car accident, and I had to have complete shoulder surgery, rebuild my whole shoulder. So I'm like casted up everything, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm still going. So I'm like up against the sound guy's barrier, like trying to, because I still wanted to see, but like I'm just like up, and I know the idea who Gojira was. And I get this tap on my shoulder. He's like, "Hey man, this is not a safe place." He's like, "Why don't you come in here with us and you could watch in the sound booth?" So then I turn around and it's fucking Johnny Hawkins from Nothing More. And I shit my pants.
I'm sure. I would have too.
And he like sits me down, and I'm like with him, and one of the guys from Papa Roach is in there.
That's
and
awesome.
So Dude. And he's like, "Have you ever seen Gojira?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "You ever heard of him?" I was like, "No." And they started off with the song "Stranded," and as soon as I heard it,
you're like, wait.
Shit.
See, the first time I ever got to see Gojira, I didn't know that I knew them until I heard their music, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I know this band."
Wait a second.
Wait a second, I recognize that.
I was blown away. Well, I was more blown away that Johnny was like sitting here talking to me like we're like fucking best buddies.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Dude, that guy's so cool though. He's such a good dude.
Well, he was the whole reason I went. And I told him, I said, "Honestly, you're the whole reason I came." And he was like, "Really?" I said, "I seen you guys a couple of years ago at Welcome to Rockville when you were like brand new and you were like one of the very first bands playing. And I said, I met you in the crowd and you told me to come watch your band. So I did. And I got hooked." And he goes, "I think I fucking remember that."
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was me. And I said, I came, really literally just to see you guys fucking play because I'm a huge Nothing More fan. And he was like, dude, from that whole day on, he was like, we hung out for a majority of that day until they, had to get ready and go play. But it was fucking cool as shit and awesome. And I've never, out of all the celebrities and big bands that I've met in time of interviewing and shit like that, he is one of downright the coolest ones that I've ever met.
Hell yes.
Ooh.
I watched them open up for Oh Sleeper and Periphery in Denver, Colorado at the Summit.
God, I remember Oh Sleeper. Jesus, you are old.
Yeah, man. What was cool is when they took the bass guitar and put it in that contraption. They're all beating on the strings and shit. That was the coolest damn thing I've ever seen.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I remember that shit. Oh yeah. All right, CB, you're up.
So are you Star Wars fans? Or
you motherfucker
Star Trek fans?
Both. We're one of those, we're that weirdo family that actually likes both.
Wait, no. I know how to answer this. I know how to answer this. Spaceballs.
Yes. May the Schwartz
be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you.
We're always like, may the Schwartz be with you, and also with you.
Yeah.
I'm fanatical. He likes to stir the shit pot because I'm a fanatical Star Wars fan. Fanatical. And I'm a typical fanboy where I'm like, fuck Trekkies.
No.
Oh, I am die hard Star Wars till I fucking die.
Old or new?
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
All of it.
The only
all of it.
Star Wars that I did not like is I really didn't like Andor all that much. That was the only one
I started watching it and I could not get into it.
That's my thing. I couldn't get into it. It was way too fucking slow and drawn
out. But The Mandalorian was very well done.
I love Mandalorian. I loved Ahsoka. I've loved everything else. I even love all the animated series. Like I love Clone Wars.
I haven't seen the animated.
I've probably watched Clone Wars probably 7 times. All fucking 8 seasons I've watched multiple times.
All right, so he has a lot of time on his hands, is what he's saying.
Not really, not anymore. This was way before. Yeah, no. No. I have no fucking free time ever.
Samesies.
Like I had to take vacation from one job to catch up for the other job, which I go back tomorrow to my normal job because I've spent
Oh no!
catching up on the other full-time job. So yeah, no, no free time. All right, Meg, you're up.
What is an unexpected musical influence that y'all have for your music? It's not like metal. I can't hear. We can't hear you. Whisper
Diana
in his ear.
Ross.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big I'm a big Motown girl anyways.
All right.
But Diana Ross, it's that full embodiment of soul in your music. And she puts she put everything into what she sang, and the lyrics are just about her life experiences. Literally, it's just that. And it was always a really big she was always a really big influence to my mom as well. And so yeah,
Okay.
we'll keep it at that.
For me, it's actually one half country music and then one half like 80s pop, like Madonna, Michael Jackson, even some of like the God, what are the guys that sing the Depeche Mode?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Duran, Depeche Mode,
all those. And then country music, believe it or not, it's like the 90s, like Garth Brooks, George Strait, Travis Tritt, Clint Black, Brooks and Dunn, all those. Like those kind of set the like in between, 80s metal, like, Rat and Poison and all that, and Metallica. Like we only had one radio station where I grew up, and it was all country. And if you really wanted to, thwart boredom out in the middle of, the boonies of Nebraska, put on the radio, and it was a lot of that. And that just kind of set this like the tone for like I think songwriting in general. Like if you can make a song, and somebody takes it and covers it in another genre, then you probably have a good song all across the board.
Yeah.
I'm not
I would say
not
so.
saying that's what we got, but like from those influences, it kind of taught me how to like write a song in different ways. So it's not so you're not playing ACDC's like Back in Black over and over again, which is
Yeah.
a great album.
what we're saying is we're polyamorous.
Yes.
See,
Same. Same.
I have a very deep seated hatred for country music.
Well, don't
Yeah.
listen to Mountain on our new album.
And it was because of where a portion of the time I was born and did a little bit of growing up in Oklahoma.
Oh,
Okay.
I fucking hated it. Hated it because it was like crammed down my fucking throat.
I was
every
everywhere.
day, and I fucking hated it. I despised it. And then I started, my uncle came and stayed with us for a while, and he was living in California at the time, and he introduced me to pop punk. And I got heavy into pop punk, which is what eventually led me to like metal and heavier stuff.
It's
But
a gateway drug.
is where it started, of hearing like Green Day and The Offspring and Good Charlotte and Story of the Year, and I fucking loved those bands. Well, everybody around me, they all listen to country. So I had like no friends. I was all by myself.
No friends.
All by myself.
Yep. Exactly.
To Brand New and Taking Back Sunday. The youth.
Yeah, and then I think it was what broke it open was actually a MTV was first. As I discovered Motorhead, and I thought Lemmy was God, and White Zombie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it was like 7th grade. I discovered Marilyn Manson, and
Hell
then
yeah.
I'm a huge diehard Manson fan. And then I think the soundtrack for the movie, the that Dee Snider did Strangeland came out.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I heard Cold Chamber for the first time. And
Yeah.
that's where it went fucking heavier, and I just like nosedived into it. So,
Dude,
Sold my soul.
I would listen to anything but country. I was fine with rap. I could deal with old school rap and hip hop, and I liked R&B, and I liked a lot of like 80s like electronic stuff like Duran Duran and you know, Jefferson Airplane and all these other ones, Flock of Seagulls and Men at Work and all that shit. But I hated fucking country music. Hated it. I still don't like it.
it's all good. It's all good, man.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was just like, oh my God. And when we moved back to the East Coast, you know, metal and hard rock was God here.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
still
yeah.
pretty much God here. So I was just like, when I moved over here, I was like, this is where I was meant to be. I'm never leaving the East Coast ever. Of course, I did times, but yeah, fuck that. So we actually have, and the whole reason I picked this lyric video to play is
Okay.
because of what you named it. Because the way that you named some of your songs reminds me of one of my top 5 favorite bands in the world, which is
A Day to Remember.
which is I Wrestled a Bear Once.
Yeah.
Iwabo is one of my top 5 favorite bands in the world, and they always have these like wild ass fucking names for songs. So of course I go to y'all's YouTube page and I see it, and it immediately makes me think of I Wrestled a Bear Once, which is I expect the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than that. I was just like, that immediately stuck out to me like right off the bat. I was like, I'm playing this.
Do you know what that's from?
Well, this is your time to tell us about the song and the whole thing on it.
All right. So the as far as like lyrical content,
I want violence. It's about having to hold yourself in. Well, for me, it stems from having to be nice for so long and then finally just being like, ugh. You know, you just finally just.
Snap.
Yeah.
musically, I wanted a song that was in between Slayer, A Day to Remember, and Korn. And so it's kind of one of our heaviest songs that we have. The name of it is a line from Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
When they're it's like, I thought the Rocky Mountains were supposed to be a little rockier than this. Yeah. That John Denver's full of shit, man.
I love it because like it literally reminded me of I Wrestled a Bear Once, because that's how they sing their fucking songs. And
So
like,
I Wrestled a Bear Once, A Day to Remember, and Chiodos are very big influences to us for naming conventions, because usually the song title has nothing to do with the song unless it's The Cheese Stands Alone.
Yeah, and then that one's actually just like a biopic.
correct. So like I'm a diehard. Like I was obsessed with I Wrestled a Bear Once for so long, and I actually got to interview Rick Shaw in season 1 of Sound and
hell
Jam.
yeah.
But he's got his own band that he's a vocalist in that's down in Texas called Never Rest. Well, I didn't know. I had no fucking clue. And we had another booking agent that booked our bands at the time. So she books this band Never Rest. And he comes on and I'm like, bro, I know you. I know who you is. And he's like looking at me, he goes, you can ask me stuff about I Wrestled a Bear Once. And I just like lost my shit. It's the only time I've ever fangirled on this. Well, it was before the show started, but it's the only time I've ever fangirled on somebody. So I was just like, oh shit, this changes everything. This changes everything.
Awesome.
I'm gonna need new drawers.
Oh, I did. Oh yeah. I was like, dude, I've owned every single fucking shirt that you guys have ever fucking created, ever. So on that, we're gonna go ahead and play that. Everybody, please go check out Chasing Supernovas on all of their social media accounts. You guys stay put, because I want to talk to you guys after the show. And here we go. We love you guys. We will actually be back at 9:00 tonight because we have another interview tonight. So
hell yeah.
hang out and
Stop in, check it out.
See ya.